Well, it all started about 6 years ago from this day, and it's what 8/1, no 8/31, 2013, and it started about in 2007, about November, and I started getting into rap, and I started rapping, and but then I became schizophrenic, and I didn't want nobody to know that I was rapping, so I made songs that weren't with my name or whatever, and so nobody would believe me and everything. And I made Ride with the Riders and What Hurts the Most, and of course to this day nobody believes that it's my song, but it is. I made it with this guy named Jacob. Of course those are really the best songs I ever made, that and She's a Warrior, and of course Yo Gotti put his name to that. And I haven't seen a dime from any of these songs, any royalties or anything like that. Of course I didn't have it copyrighted or nothing, so they took all the credit, all the money and everything. So I'm still stuck being poor. And well, it started back in about 2008 when I made those songs, really. But when I became schizophrenic was in about 2007. I started rapping. The first hook I had was this hook I came up with when I was working at the chicken factory, or a chicken factory, slinging 100-pound boxes of chickens all day, every day, stacking them on pallets and everything. Well, the hook goes something like, I'll be stacking my chickens while churning my butter. I'll be stacking my chickens while churning my butter, and I do it like no other. I started out with that and went from there. And I did What Hurts the Most and Ride with the Riders right off the top of my head. And of course the beat was made by this guy named Jacob, who lived over in Vermont in the trailer park with us. And he's the one that really got me into recording it. And basically that's when it started, from right there. And I did She's a Warrior back in like 2010, 2009, something like that. And they were pretty much my best songs, and I came up with certain uh, quotes and stuff like that from Miss Pretty Pussy. Of course, I ain't getting paid for none of this, and that's why Plies came out with a couple verse lyrics that I could have been helping myself out. I was doing that stuff to help others, while I could have been helping myself out, and it was true. I was helping others out, and nobody's wanting to help me now. You know what I mean? Nobody's wanting to pay me. Nobody's and I've been going downhill ever since. You know what I'm saying? I started out real strong, but it's just been going downhill ever since. And plus, I can't come up with a good beat. You know what I mean? To really start from there and everything. And I ain't got the internet no more. I can't afford it, and so this is gonna be like my last song that I'm gonna do, because nobody wants to watch my videos on YouTube, because basically, from what my family says, I suck. Even though I did put out good music, they say I suck. Nobody believes me. Not even my own family believes me. And my mom was standing in the room when I made that Ride with the Riders and What Hurts the Most, and she still says that ain't my song and everything else. I made it where nobody would believe me. I made it that way. Of course, I was so scared of being schizophrenic that I didn't want nobody to know that I was making those songs. So I didn't want them to hound me down and everything else like they would a famous person or something like that. And it just happened from there, and ever since nobody's believed me about those songs. I just put Bizio's name up, but I came up with that name and put it on a certain YouTube website, and upload it on a certain website, and now everybody's saying it ain't my song. Of course that's the way I made it, but and I made up Ride with the Riders, and these guys 7 Mile Moves took that from there. And of course I gave that song to Jacob. I don't know what his last name is, or whatever, but he was a mixed black man, and I guess he took it up north or something, or took it to somebody or whatever and sold it. But I gave it to him for helping me, get into music and everything, and so nobody will believe that's mine either. And it is. They're all mine. Whatever I say that's mine, it's actually mine. You know what I mean? I got 4 major songs that I put out there that's really mine. And that's Miss Pretty Pussy. She's a warrior. What hurts the most, and Ride with the Riders. And I put them out there, and of course I'll never, like I always try to tell my family, but they don't believe a word I say because of one word, because I have schizophrenia. So nobody will believe me and everything. So, yeah, this is pretty much my last song that I'm about to do, and it's just a mixture of Unheard verses that I just came up with and just pile them all together and let you listen to them. Of course, nobody's gonna really listen to it, so I ain't really worried about it. So I appreciate it if you're a fan. Of course, I probably don't have no fans, but I appreciate it if you are, for showing me love. Of course, whenever I get on Facebook, nobody comments on how well I do on my songs. Nobody likes my band page. And I also have that What Hurts the Most on my band page, where you can download it for free. And it's pretty much my last confession. Whatever I put on this these verses is gonna be my last verses, my last songs and everything. Well, it's not really songs; it's just Unheard verses, and it's gonna be my last, because I'm thinking about retiring from the game, because I ain't got the money to get in the studio, and my home studio sucks, and I can't come up with a good beat to go with all my songs, because Jacob was the one that came up with the beats for What Hurts the Most and Ride with the Riders. Of course, I came up with the beat for She's a Warrior, but it's just been all downhill ever since. I haven't came hard on any songs since then. And I just appreciate it for your support, what little support I get. Of course, I probably have no fans, because nobody comes on my page and say, "Oh, your music's awesome," or they usually say that ain't you, or something mean or something, And it's mostly the people that are putting it on there is the people that don't have videos themselves. You know what I mean? They come on there with no videos and they want to comment on somebody else's video. But oh well. You know what I mean? I'm still me. I'm still a rapper. I'm still an artist. I'm just a broke artist. That's all. And that's my voice you hear. And I appreciate all the support that anybody's given me over the years. I appreciate it. Thank you. And peace out. Yes sir, yes sir, that's her, that's her. Tell her I got that butter. Yes sir, that's her. Tell her I got that butter. Yes sir, that's her. Tell her I got that butter. Yes sir, that's her. Tell her I got that butter. Get closer to me. My boy tripping off that ecstasy. Baby, I know you are free some shit. Let's dance and get more geek. I wanna get you underneath the sheet and make love for a week. Sweat is pouring off of me, cause I'm working that body. So get close to me, like we're tripping off that ecstasy. Buying drinks at the VIP, but she never heard of me until I slipped her a Mickey. A little taste of ecstasy, now she can't keep her hands off of me. Now I'm coming quick with game, now she knows my name. Timothy selling the flame, spitting the blue flame. I still maintain with schizophrenia on the brain. Ain't nothing changed in making bread, man. I don't think they understand. I got 1,000,000 souls. Now let's hit the dance floor and dance till we can't dance no more. I mean, I'm geek, I mean, I'm wild, but I need the bass high to get inspired. Record label just like Unheard. I'm like, you a lie. Now let's get back to her. Yes sir, yes sir, that's her, that's her. Tell her I got that butter. Yes sir, that's her. Tell her I got that butter. Yes sir, that's her. Tell her I got that butter. Yes sir, that's her. Tell her I got that butter. J. Cole, what it do? I know I sound like Paul Wall to you, so I'm doing what I gotta do and stay true. To be with my little sugar mama too. If I'm talking about anyone, Selena, I mean you. I'm a new sensation, but I have no patience, so don't call my phone time wasting. I ain't waiting, so let's start dating. Mouse drop. When I said I'm going straight to the top, but I ain't gonna stop until you drop the top. I know they like to chop, but my style ain't gonna stop. Selena, you're the one I want. Little sugar mama, don't stop. Now pop, lock, and drop it like it's hot. Little sugar mama, do what you want. Show me what you got. And pop that top, pop that top, pop that top. I don't want that hoe, I want that bitch. The girl over there came over here. She put on her pants and she had grown woman hair. I don't care, yes sir, she had courage. Let me throw out my dick and stick it in and come again. I came to win, let's let this love begin, amen. Me and Chevy too dope, maintaining coke with no hope of taking a shower with soap. Man, no joke, I still cope. I asked if I was her first. She started to curse. I snatched the purse and ran first, cause I got this thirst. I was born a wild child, a problem child. Meanwhile, my friends were calling the shots out. I'm just a ghetto child. Will you hear my voice now? I'm still down to sling a pound and pop off round after round. They fuck with me now. Fuck the world and get a child. Yeah, I'm that down. Smile, cause they'll hate you even more now. All my angels get down. Fly high now. I'm 50 angels deep. So peep, what would you do if it all went down this week? Baby, kiss me on the cheek. I gotta go to war for 7 years. So God bless the tears. I've been shedding them for 27 years. But only few know half my peers. As I walk through these lonely years, you see, kidnapping ain't new to me. Doing this shit on and off the TV. This is just between you and me. I got Tupac by my side, down for the ride as I struggle to survive and stay alive in this future of mine. So I stay on the grind, cause I'm down for mine. 7 years I gotta go to war, so fuck the store. I love God and more. These bitches don't wanna see me rich. You're still a snitch, and I'm thug rich. So Gabriel, what it be? What were you trying to say to me? Cause these demons started to speak, so I couldn't hear thee. Even though I'm high, I always salute to the sky. With sky's the limit, everyone wants to mimic. So I just forget who I am. Damn, here I go again.